What's up, everybody? Toasty here. And I know I haven't done any WWE or anything wrestling shows on this channel, but on my TikTok I used to do them, and I thought maybe I'll do this, you know, video to, yeah. Now, I know what your me reaction of my voice and everything, like, why is he not excited? Why is he, like that? And I'll get to that. But tonight was a standard show to me. Before the main event, before the main event, because I have a lot to say about that event. And a lot of people are not going to like it. They know. So, because I know there's some people also, which I'll get to as well. But it was a standard show. But the War Games, actually the women's War Games actually surprised me of how fun it was. I felt like it was fun to watch. And it was a good match. And I wish Damage Control actually won. The first match tonight was the War Games Women's. Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, and Shotzi. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit riled over the main event. And this was fun. And Io Sky were putting the trash can over her and just jumping. Probably would have been the highlight of the night. It probably would have been highlight of the night. Because that was amazing. I really think that was an amazing thing, I just wish Damage Control would actually have won, because they needed it more than, the baby faces. But I understand where they're going with this. Because of... with Bayley saving their lives of not getting the pin or eating the pin, and then it ended up taking the pin, they're going to be blaming Bayley, and I think basically is going to get removed from Damage Control, and maybe we see Bayley as a babyface again, which I think it's a good right time to do it. I think it's a good time to do that, because she's had the time, like so, and or maybe just go for a break after getting turned on, and because she deserves actually a break. If anybody needs a vacation break, it's Bayley, because she has really have tried to get Damage Control over and, try to, make things happen, you know what I'm saying? Like so. Miz and Gunther had actually a kind of really pretty good match. And I'm surprised at what Miz did in that match, because I thought it would have been a bit of a flop. But I knew Miz was not going to win. It is. That was one of the main singles matches that I would have looked to. Wonder how they're going to pull it off. And they did. They actually pulled it off, and a lot of people thought Miz was going to win at one point. And that was part of the plan. But Gunther comes on top. Like so. And I'm just going to go straight to the Wars Games match of the main event. Because the Women's Championship wasn't that good. There was barely any reaction. Rhea Ripley retained. It is. So I'm just going to go straight to the main event. So the main event, Judgment Day, with Drew McIntyre faces Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Seth Rollins and Randy Orton. Upcoming Randy Orton that's been injured and supposed to return. I'm going to say this before I get into it. My opinion is my opinion. What I think. And I don't care about... Well, I'll get to that point when I discuss it. I care just about how I feel at this point with this situation. If you have any other opinions, fine. I understand. But make sure it is valid. And not stupid. This was obviously a slow ongoing main event, which obviously I knew it was because it had to do with Randy Orton. Because where was Randy Orton? Why did he not show up and stuff like that? You know what I mean? And then it was the huge beatdown. I'm just going to go straight to the point. Damian Priest fucking did a great, beautiful execution on Seth Rollins through a table. And then when the buzzer went, the time went down, there was no music. But real Ripley's music hit. And I thought this was hilarious. Comes with the briefcase, dashing down, legit, and I'm like, shit, this is actually going to happen. I actually thought it was going to happen. You know, maybe he cashed in, then Randy Orton came out too late, and RKO maybe Cody Rhodes. And that would be the next rivalry for him. You know, to have like that mid-heel turn. I know, but your mind runs away with things with this stuff. So, Randy Orton's music hits, and the crowd, ballistic. Like, really, really ballistic. And I'm not joking on this. Comes out, he's fucking jacked. Looks healthy. He looks better than what he did, like, when he left. And I'm proud, because I enjoy Randy Orton's person as it is, for what he's done all over the years, you know. He's done a lot. And then coming back like that, crowd goes ballistic. He dominates half of the ring. Then the RKO comes in, Dominic. I don't know why Dominic was in the match. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. All he did was get beat down. Legit. And he got RKO'd. Because people thought, oh shit, they have to change his finisher because he couldn't do the RKO anymore with the surgery he had and everything. I said, wait and see. Because you don't know. And no wonder he looks jacked. So he's been working out a lot. RKO goes straight under Dominic. Guess what? Crowd goes ballistic. And I jumped up. Saying finally he can actually do it. Things go chaos. Judgment Day gets dominated halfway through. Legit. Drew McIntyre gets walled. And he's out. And it's only JD. The wrestler JD. And he sees everybody and tries to climb the cage. And then beats Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn was brilliant in this. Sami Zayn was brilliant tonight because I was a little bit worried about him. They beat the shit out of him on top of the steel cage. They looked down and Randy Orton is slithering and just basically saying, go on, see you ever get, go on. And he tossed JD down, and this beautiful executed RKO. Wow. And the soul on JD, the wrestler, props to that. Props to that. Because he looked like he was dead in the ring. He wasn't moving. But it was beautiful executed. And then Randy Orton said to Cody, it's your time. It's your time. And the crossroads and the pin. And the cover. 1, 2, 3. And there you have it. The baby's faces win. And this rivalry scenario is over. You know, it's actually over. But man, that RKO was beautiful. And JD, props to him. Credit to him as well. He won't get the credit, but you know what? I'm going to credit him because he sold that beautifully. Just flat out. Like, you know when a guy falls off a building and just splats? That's literally what it was. It was beautiful executed. Beautiful executed. This part where I'm going to get to now. So, they're celebrating in the ring. It is. And the trademark of stuff, the badge, I call it the trademark badge. I don't know what you guys call it. But it was the right hand side of the screen, like it normally does, to go off the air. Now, I know people might have, switched it over because I know some people actually switch it off when they see that, saying that's the end. Unfortunately, that wasn't the end, wasn't it? CM Punk's music hit. And I died a little inside. A bit. Now, before I get into it, I don't care about the CM Punk fans. I don't, because they're delusional. Half of them are delusional. They are. All it is CM Punk and no one else. And plus, a lot of them are hypocritical and hypocrites because they turned on CM Punk. They actually turned on CM Punk. Well, it is. But the obsession is beyond just headache at this point. Now, I'm not hating on all CM Punk because he's done great. His wrestling career, what he's done in WWE is great. I think it's been great. I think it was. But unfortunately, it was 9 years ago, I think it was. 9 years ago. And, things didn't go on terms as planned, obviously. And, yeah. This is what I'm going to get at now. Now, I told my friend to check on X, which I call Twitter, of course, just to see if there was any humanity in the world. Half of it wasn't. And half of it was like, meh. And I actually got a shock. A lot of people said, meh, to CM Punk return in Chicago. I did. I went, wow. Now I'm going to get to a few pointers. It is. And I know a lot of people ain't going to like it, but I don't care. I don't care. All I'm getting at is this point. I love Chicago. I love the Chicago pizza. I do. But what I don't like is part of Chicago on this delusional of CM Punk stuff. I don't. But I will get to that too. So CM Punk comes out, and then there's this huge pop because it's Chicago. And you see him. You see him come out, and he's jumping around and clubbing time, he was going to say. And he's staring at people at the ring. Now, I know people won't notice this, but I noticed shit straight away. Did you notice Seth Rollins' face? Did you know? I don't know why Sammy's face changed as well. I don't know why his face changed. With the CM Punk music. This right here makes Randy Orton's return dead. It does. It makes Randy Orton's return dead. After last week, what was confirmed, this week, was it confirmed of Randy Orton's return? It was hype. There was hype. And I'm looking forward to it. And I knew they were going to do something with the War Game situation of him coming out at the last minute. But he did a lot in that last minute. Doesn't matter anymore. That's my problem. CM Punk could have debuted back anytime. It could have been Royal Rumble. Because, after all, at the Royal Rumble, we haven't had mystery entrances, have we? We only had one last year, and 99.9% knew it was Cody Rhodes. And they knew Cody Rhodes was winning. And it just made it boring. I felt like a Royal Rumble would have been great. And even if he didn't win it or did win it, I would say he did win it. It would make even more sense. But even winning it and going to see Roman Reigns would be way too soon. It'd be way too soon. So I knew maybe he would have to lose the Royal Rumble. And with him coming back. But AJ Styles. Look at AJ Styles. He debuted at the Royal Rumble. He got tossed out. And look, he won championships after. He won championships after, didn't he? And held them. And he beat John Cena as well. So why can CM Punk not do the same thing? Because this is Chicago. You have to give the 20-year-old to 30-year-old kids what they want. There was 20-year-old and 30-year-old kids screaming and shouting. They've been twisting and twining about CM Punk as a return. And it's giving me a fucking headache. Nothing else matters now. It's all going to be plastered all over. This is what my problem is. Randy Orton's return was great. Hasn't been wrestling because he's been injured. CM Punk hasn't been injured. He's just been sitting at the sidelines. That's all he's been. He's been sitting at home waiting for that call. And to do that, unless Randy Orton said backstage and it comes out saying, I don't want to be the center of the attention, bring CM Punk out in the last 2 minutes, then I will take back what I say. I'll take back half of it what I say. But I'm not gonna be on the chant of CM Punk like these narcissistic people, okay? Just put it out there. Because a lot of narcissistic people, basically, if you're against CM Punk, you're against the world of wrestling. Yeah. Look, I enjoyed CM Punk back in the day. Straight edge and all this kind. But this behaviour has to stop. He's in WWE now. It has to stop. It has to stop. If you're a casual CM Punk fan, you know, a little bit like me, and you're just happy he's back, fine. Great, he's back. But I'm more interested in Randy Orton. It doesn't make you a fangirl, fanboy of Randy Orton. It's just because you're excited because the return. So his return is not valid. Who is going to remember Randy Orton's return tonight? Who? After tonight? Unless Randy Orton came out and said backstage, and it'll come out saying he didn't want to be the centre of the attention, so bring out CM Punk, I'll take back half of what I said. But if it doesn't, and they just bought him out in the last minute, because it's Chicago, and he could have brought him out at the Royal Rumble or something like that, pathetic. You gotta be careful, CM Punk. Delusional fans, delusional, hypocritical, narcissistic fans, it is, because you don't care about anybody else. But I fucking speak out, okay? I'll speak out. Call me a crybaby if you want to or not, because I'm not a crybaby. I'm putting out spitting facts here. People are delusional. They're delusional about the CM Punk. He won't give a fuck. He cares about Chicago, but that's it. I know people putting on TikTok saying CM Punk's gonna dethrone Roman Reigns. If he's gonna dethrone Roman Reigns, I said there's a time and a place. Please don't bring CM Punk back tonight. Please do not. Randy Orton is coming back, and if you do it and pull that trigger, Randy Orton's back. Nobody's gonna remember it. He got jacked. He looks better than CM Punk. When I saw CM Punk go out, he had a haircut. Don't know. But it might be just me, but the thing is, though, you can't say anything too bad about CM Punk. It's fans and stuff like that. Because they'll defend him with all honour, even though he doesn't give a fuck. The delusional fans is delusional. There's no denying it. Look at AEW. As soon as CM Punk is gone, they're not in them arenas to watch those wrestlers fight, wrestle at AEW. They at home tweeting out going, CM Punk, I want WWE. I want WWE. And then there's all the leaks and CM Punk might not be here. CM Punk may be here. CM Punk. I goes, am I the only one that want Randy Orton back? I want Randy Orton to actually come back. When that trademark came up at the end, I said, great, CM Punk can come at the Royal Rumble and steal the show. Like what AJ Styles did. He stole the show. He did. He stole all the fucking audience. When Roman Reigns was in the ring and didn't know who was coming out. I know you say people can be salty, be a crybaby, and all this kind. If you spit out facts, you, delusional people, were against CM Punk for what he did, and now you're basically cheering for him. Delusional, it is. Hypocritical, you are. I'm staying by my fucking word. I'm not a CM Punk hater. I just don't like what he's done. And as for the people, wrestlers in that ring, I don't think they liked it too. That's why I thought it was a last minute change to bring him out. To bring him out, it is. Which kind of would make sense. It would kind of make sense if it was a last minute thing. I can't be behind the CM Punk. If he changes his attitude and doesn't do what he's done and he's learned his lesson, then I'll say, you know what? Props to him. Still do the promos. Because them promos is missed it. They have. They've missed it. Still do those promos. But those promos went out of hand. And took it backstage to real people. Personal stuff. And it got out of hand. And it was freaking fights. And here we are. There's a time and a place to open your mouth. And he needs to do those promos. He needs to come on Raw and do those promos. Do a promo. And then see from then. But Randy Orton's return is dead. And that's what I don't like. You could have done it, the Royal Rumble. You could have done it even on fucking Raw. If you wanted to. But no, you have to please Chicago people. The delusional ones. Not the real fans. I'm talking the delusional ones. There's a difference here. There is. No, I'm not going to shut up about it. Nothing. If you don't like the channel, leave. Go. I'm pretty sure there's channels out there will be clapping like little fangirls. And you delusional people buy it up. Me, I stick to the facts, the realistic, and the fucking reality of this shit. Randy Orton's return is dead. No one's gonna give a flying fuck. Unless you're a Randy Orton fan. Me? I would rather have Randy Orton return back than CM Punk. Because when I saw Randy Orton, he looked great. He looks like he could ready go for the next 10 years. And win world championships again. All this is probably clout and basically because AEW fired them, WWE's picking them up. You want to make amends after 9 fucking years? 9 years. Them people in the crowd were casual people looking forward to CM Punk back. That's all they were looking for. But a lot of them were Randy Orton too. And them's the people I'm going to look up to because they weren't just looking for Randy Orton. They were looking for CM Punk too. 2 people. They only expected 1. But you expected 2 people. Don't you see my point here? People are valid. People in that ring tonight, whatever they did in that ring, no one's going to give a fuck. Not even the women's match. Not going to give a fuck. Not going to give a flying fuck. It's going to be about CM Punk. And all the narcissistic people that's behind it, because there's a lot of fucking narcissistic and gaslighting when it comes to them fans. If you know a CM Punk fan, holy shit, oh, you have to agree with them. I fucking don't, okay? I like what CM Punk has done in the ring. He's done good in the ring when he came back to AEW. But he ruined it. I just hope he sticks to his promos in the ring and not backstage. I know a lot of people ain't going to forgive him. The fact is that what he's done, the delusional people ain't going to look into that. He's the best in the world. Yeah, complaining. The best complainer in the world. Because all I saw him do lately is complain. Yes, I'm complaining about his return back because I feel like Randy Orton's is dead. What about the women's performance tonight? Io Sky. All those people. Dead. No one is going to give a shit. Not even the guy on the cover of this wild card. Dead. Dead. That's what my problem is. You already had a decent pay-per-view. You didn't need to make it a CM Punk pay-per-view. Because that's what you did. That's what you did. And all I hear, the first 10 minutes, CM Punk. A few people said, yeah, because they knew, probably. I put facts, logic out there. It is. And if you don't like it, leave. Unsubscribe. There's someone else out there who's gonna take your fucking shit. In our other wrestling community. This is not a wrestling community. I do games as well. But I've been watching wrestling for over 20 years now. I have a right to say what's on my mind, and if you don't agree with it, fuck off. Simple. Go away. Go away. That's all I have to say. Because I'm not going to listen to delusional Chicago CM Punk fans. I will listen to the Chicago fans that's actually fans. I will listen to the casual, normal CM Punk fans because they not just a fan of CM Punk, they also like other wrestlers as well who would appreciate Randy Orton's return. Yeah, it's a holy shit. CM Punk's back. But what's it done? Oh, it stole the spotlight of Randy Orton. Maybe Randy Orton could have returned at the Royal Rumble. That would have made more sense to me. I think that would have... If I put this on correct terms, I think if CM Punk was ready to come back tonight, which obviously it is, he should have came back in the War Games match. As a surprise. Like so. And then maybe Randy Orton coming out RKO'ing everybody at the Royal Rumble. I mean, come on. That would have been better. That would have made actually more sense. If you've made it this far, tell me if that would make more sense. Because then Randy Orton's return wouldn't be dead. CM Punk will already returned. It is. Right? And then both would be valid. Both returns would be great. And I would have accepted it, even though I'm on slippery slope with CM Punk. It is. You know what I'm saying? I would have accepted it, saying, okay, wow, holy fuck, CM Punk is back. He's going to join the team of Cody Rhodes. You know, and fight the Judgment Day. There you go. That would make, and it's Chicago as well. So, put 2 and 2 together, it is. But no, you have to pile it all in one just to get the ratings of AEW. That's all it was. That's all it was. And it pisses me off because if Randy Orton didn't say backstage he didn't want to be the centre of attention, the spotlight, let's just say that, bring CM Punk out. If he didn't say any of that and they pulled that shit off tonight, Randy Orton would have been better returning at the Royal Rumble. Guaranteed. And RKO'd every single one of them. Tossed them out. And maybe a bit of a fluke. And not actually win the Royal Rumble. And there you go. Randy Orton's got his first rivalry. And maybe fight them, wrestle them at WrestleMania. And then while CM Punk is around then, he can build his momentum for the Royal Rumble. Then it's going to be a pop for Cody and a pop for CM Punk. And them two's the last remaining 2 left. And it puzzle you who's going to win. But CM Punk would still have to lose the Royal Rumble. And I don't think that would be a good thing, even though they would have won the War Games if CM Punk was in then. My point of all this is, it pissed me off tonight because Randy Orton's return was fucking brilliant. And it was ruined and dead because of CM Punk return. No one is going to talk about it. No one's going to talk about Io Sky, what she did on top of the cage. Put the trash can over her. I've never seen anything like that in years. And jumping off. She's amazing. Io Sky. No one's going to talk about that. It's all going to be CM Punk. And we're going to have narcissistic people praising CM Punk like a fucking prayer. Gonna have posters all over the wall jerking off. No, I'm not a CM Punk hater. I just don't like his fan base. I don't like his fan base one bit. I like his casual fans because they buy that white t-shirt with the fist on, and I actually wanted that for myself. I did. One time I wanted that because I thought it was nice. You know. But as a CM Punk casual fan, I think tonight ruined Randy Orton's return. And you can say, well, you can blame that on WWE. Yeah, I can. I can and I will. I will. But the CM Punk fans delusional isn't going to think that way. They're going to say, he's back, I can jerk off again. Just like so. So where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? I think it'd be a promo on Monday from CM Punk. And then Randy Orton will come out probably in the middle of the show and do a promo. But I think what I said, Randy Orton should have appeared at the Royal Rumble and CM Punk tonight. That's all as a team member. They don't want to... It looks stupid, actually. The CM Punk return looked stupid. He came out and said, nearly it's clubbing time. Didn't do anything. Stared at the ring like it was an ice cream truck ready for an ice cream. Yes, I make that joke. You know, because people want ice cream bars. You know, it is. And that was it. He jumped a barricade, nearly got mugged, and that's it. That's it. Am I the only one that thought Randy Orton's return was dead? I have no more words. It's a holy fuck. I'm happy Randy returned back. And CM Punk, holy shit. Where are they gonna go with it? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think CM Punk should have returned tonight? Do you think Randy Orton should have returned tonight? To me, I think it should have just been CM Punk as a surprise return. For a team member, it is. But if you made it this far in the video of the podcast, I really appreciate it. It is. You know what to do if you like what you see. But I have a theory on why, before I end this buttered podcast, why they did what they did tonight. I think they did a return that CM Punk was back there and the wrestlers was in the ring, because there's a few wrestlers, I'm going to say wrestlers here, don't like CM Punk. And I think the distance is why. Because if they put him as a team member, they would have to work. They had to work all together, including Seth Rollins. Yeah. Do you think Seth Rollins would like it? I don't even know about Sami Zayn, because his face changed as well. A lot of faces changed in that ring. Randy Orton's face changed as well. Like, that's why I believe it was spoiled. Like so. But I think that's why they did that. Kept them as a distance to look on, rather than be in the ring and teaming up, because they don't get on. It's like, let me introduce you to CM Punk. He's not going to be the locker room leader. I pray to God not. The thing is, that's what I feel. I feel like those things. So I'll go through them before I end this buttered podcast. I feel that Randy Orton should have returned at the Royal Rumble. Arcade on everybody would have been ballistic. And CM Punk would have been the team member for War Games. But people would be shocked to have a mystery partner and not actually try to link the shit out on media and shit. Because nothing can be hidden these days like they used to do years ago in wrestling. But again, like I said, at the back of my mind, I think they did that tonight. On the way he came out and just jumped around and looked at the ring and stuff like that and didn't go down to the ring. I think it's because they don't know how people are going to react. Like Seth Rollins and that. And we could have had a bloody brawl. Do you know what I mean? So they said, you know what, we'll appear him as just coming out, and that's it. And maybe a promo in the ring on Raw, and then Cody can go to SmackDown because Raw won't need Cody. Cody's got nothing on Raw anymore, really, to look for. Really, he hasn't. So he can go to SmackDown and start the rivalry with Roman Reigns and be a tag team with Jey Uso. Because Jey Uso is teaming with Cody Rhodes. And see, they get their revenge and see what they get to what. That's what I feel. That's how I feel about it. I didn't like the mixed return tonight. Randy Orton's return was dead, I thought. And CM Punk, the delusional and every people, I hope you're pleased. I hope you're pleased he's back. Me, it's an eh. I'm like everybody else, it's an eh. Because people are skeptical about CM Punk. They are. Because his attitude has to change. But people are hypocritical. They are so fucking hypocrites. Because the fact is that them people hated on CM Punk for what he did. And guess what? Now they fucking have wet dicks and shit over him. Again. Like I said, I don't like half of the CM Punk fan base. I don't even like half of the Randy Orton fan base. Because he had the fucking avatars and shit. The picture and shit. As well. Like literally fangirl and fanboying. I don't like that shit. I don't. If I'm going to do more of these podcasts, you're going to be like this. If I'm going to do Raw, SmackDown, this is how it's going to be. So guys, thank you so much for watching. What do you guys think tonight? I know a lot of childhood memories would come back on people, and I understand that. Mine did too. But it was a different way. Because Randy Orton's return brought my childhood back. The flying fucking RKO. But when CM Punk returned, I didn't feel it. Because I feel like it should have been Randy Orton's tonight. Really. But deep down, in my heart, I still think Randy Orton should have been a surprise entry at the Royal Rumble. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this, you know what to do. And please, respect each other's opinion. But me, I'm disappointed in the fact that Randy Orton's return wasn't valid enough. Good night, everybody.